So the most important thing in opening the hands is we get very tight in the webs. So I put a thumb there and a finger there, and what I do is I use my body to work those points, and that helps to stretch the hands and doesn't tie my fingers as well. So clear all those webs out in between, and then these little creases here, each one of these is a muscle, and each one can get individually tight and therefore tighten the hands. And as we get older, they tend to sort of withdraw like this and tighten all of this area, and so we need to lengthen those out. So just massaging those with pressure, just stripping them out, and you can squeeze and just pull the fingers, and you can pull the fingers also as a whole and bend the fingers back over, stretching the palm, just stretching them back individually, just stretching them back as far as they'll go, no force. Then we're coming down to the wrist. We hold the wrist as really tightly as we can, and then make a fist and open, make a fist and open, flex the fist, that's bringing the palm towards you and the palm away and rolling around while we're holding this as tightly as we can. And the tiny bones in there can sometimes just get slightly misaligned, and it helps the ligamentous tissue in there. And what we've got in there is some nerves passing through called carpal tunnel syndrome. So when we take this off, there's the tunnel, there's the nerves, they all pass through that small space and they get very tight and can cause lots of problems in the fingers and hands. So keeping the hands and fingers free is very useful. There's a point called large intestine 4, which is basically on the hand. It's right here, but if we take the muscles out of the way, which we can in this model, we'll see that you want to be as close to where the finger and the thumb meet, and rub this point out in here with your Shiobo presser, just in there. And on the palm of the hand we can work any point that's tender, but especially this point here looks after the pericardium, that's the space around the heart, and just massage into there, and that's again a really useful point. And also all around the base of the thumb, anything that's tender around there, some important points. But again, this muscle, because it's always opposing with different things we're holding and gripping and working with, it's nice to just work the opponent's muscles out like that. So here's the muscles of the forearm, and the muscles that work our fingers, both the flexors and extensors, that's flexion extension, come all the way up to the elbow like this. And one of the major muscles that gets strain is these muscles here, just around the elbow, and there's a point there, large intestine 11, and the easiest way to get hold of that is if you come around and underneath the hand like that. So that's that point, and then what I do is I milk by moving my arm into flexion extension and just squeezing there. That works out. You can work further down if you've got tensions in those muscles, and again, people who are using a lot of typing, driving, any manual tasks, these are the muscles that tighten up, and what happens is that the tendon gets inflamed and becomes what we call tenosynovitis, and the medical answer for that is steroids, and you know, frequent massage and loosening those muscles can prevent a lot of problems for you in that area. The muscle that frequently gets tender is a muscle called the trapezius, which is this muscle here on our shoulders. Everybody can reach for the trapezius. It gives us headaches, it gives us tight shoulders, it gives us lots of problems. And what I can do with that is we can get hold of the whole muscle, squeeze it, and either move your neck, move your arm and your neck, so mobilising this way while you're holding those muscles, or you can roll the muscle forward, or you can roll it backwards with your thumbs, but just work into that muscle, work all those tension points out. See, I'm digging my fingers in there, and just a little rowing action with the arm, a little movement of the head, just starts to free, especially if you bring the arm across the body, it just puts a nice little manual stretch on there while you're working those points, and that can really release a lot of tension in your shoulders.